If only Philomia had lived.
Ms. Glove, I just saw your farewell with Philomia.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. I've finally regained my memories. Thanks to you. That is a kindness I won't soon forget. This time, let me tell the story.
It's just unfortunate that she wasn't willing to play by the same rules that Price was. Otherwise, she could have taken him and the nobles out and just, like, the permanent way, like the deadly way, and been done with it. But then she really would have been the tyrant that they painted her to be.
In our time, wealth, knowledge, and even art were controlled by the nobles. Their power was so far-reaching and entrenched that even the king had to show them deference.
No wonder I felt something was wrong when speaking with Sir Percy. Poisoning the monarch, planting spies? I just couldn't believe a noble could possibly commit such horrible crimes.
They only supported Her Majesty's ascension because she'd been raised in exile, far from the capital. Her parents died, and she was easily manipulated. But they didn't anticipate that their royal puppet would turn out to be far more rebellious than they imagined. She wanted to enforce laws that benefited the common people, unify the languages of nobles and commoners, and curtail the nobles' power. How could they possibly allow that?
I see. So that's the reason Price harbors such hatred for the Queen, and wanted her gone.
Yeah, he wanted to keep his status, power, and money.
That's right. He was responsible for
Human
the
greed.
fire at the orphanage. He just needed a musically gifted child from the slums, one he could manipulate, to get close to the Queen.
So he killed 80 people to do it? You know, the Queen really should have just killed him. Do the world a favor.
A decade later, I went by Floya and became driven by revenge. I thought I hid my motives from the Queen, but she had seen through my facade from the very beginning.
Are we gonna get to see how Price died? I hope it wasn't a good ending.
She did not expose me. First, she wanted to use me to flush out other spies. Second, she saw herself in me, a girl ground down by power struggles. On the night
Are you
of the
kidding me? Okay.
assassination, she told me the truth, and even gave me a chance. She wanted me to leave the royal palace and run far away to pursue a life that was truly my own.
But in the end, you chose to stay behind. That's what I saw in my visions.
Because I wanted to see the world she envisioned. One with no hunger, no tears, everyone speaking the same language, and even commoners being free to sing. I chose her ideals. She trusted me fully and gave me the name Rosanice, meaning a rosy dawn and promising future. In return, I gave her my dagger to prove my loyalty. Everything was going smoothly. I watched as our ideals took root in the shadows. Until one day, Her Majesty was poisoned.
Yikes. What a rough ending. At least it proves you're not to blame for the Queen's death.
If only I'd seen through Price's lies sooner. Or if someone had caught the attendant serving the poisoned tea in time. Would things have turned out differently then?
She didn't have a royal taste tester?
Her Majesty could have implemented her grand plan steadily, without bearing a stain on her name. Yet she did all this to ensure Princess Olivia ascended the throne. She held on until the eve of Princess Olivia's coming of age, when she would assume the throne. She entrusted her final wishes to me. Since then, I've been supporting Olivia in secret. But it's a pity.
What's a pity?
Follow me.
Go to the violin statue. Okay. on my way.
I never thought beautiful flowers like these could bloom in a desolate place like this.
This is to be my resting place. 5 years after Her Majesty's tragic passing, Price discovered I had been disloyal. He robbed me of my voice with poison, severed my hands, and erased every trace of my existence. With that, he had wiped out Rosanice completely.
Is that why you're just
Cursed me with
hands?
the most dreadful women see, dooming me to be forgotten by everyone I cherished in life. It was as if I had never existed.
Oh my god. Okay.
Back then, Olivia's reign was still brand new. All she could do was order a musician's apprentice to secretly carry my hands out of the palace and bury them with my body in this place. That's why I was able to return to this world in this form.
If you'd chosen to leave back then, you probably could have survived.
Price?
I don't regret
Needed to
my
be put
decision
down.
at all. I would rather die for hope than have to live a life of toil and ignorance under the nobles' oppression.
But didn't you ever think it might fail? What if it did? Wouldn't all the sacrifices be for nothing?
Of course I did. But even without Her Majesty, there was the princess. Without the princess, there were Strange, Percy, myself, and countless others. We were willing to sacrifice everything for hope. Reform is never easy, but there will always be unyielding souls to raise the banner of hope again and again until the dawn of a new world comes.
Yes. There will always be those who choose hope, no matter how slim that hope may seem. I would have done the same.
Perhaps that's why I felt at ease with you when we first met.
Miss Glove! Oh, wait. We've already found your other name, so I don't really need to call you that anymore. What should we call you now?
Well, I was Amy, Floya, and Rosanice. Without those thorns and roses, I'm not sure I would be who I am today.
That's true, but we should choose a name you can use every day. Otherwise, it'll feel like we don't really know each other yet.
What's gone is gone. It's you who matters most to me. Then, please call me Rosanice. The name carries our shared ideals, and it's what almost everyone in the ruins knows me by.
Yeah. I mean, the only options were
Hi,
that or
everyone.
Amy.
Did I miss anything?
So many memories are flooding back. Strange, yet familiar. I feel dizzy.
Tell us what's really going on, Rosanice.
This one isn't
Don't
gonna.
worry.
Oh, it is.
You'll have plenty of time to hear about the history of this land, where everyone lives in happiness and harmony.
You're right. Ghosts have all the time in the world, now don't they? My story begins with a little girl named Amy.
Hundreds of years later, the Queen's and the Ghost's ideals were finally realized on this land. Momo, do you think our wishes will come true too?
Maybe.
What wishes? Oh, you mean the Super Styling Contest? Of course. No matter what, we'll give it our best.
Cute. I love that we got
You're
to
right.
see them all again.
Let's make some miracles happen.
The first event with the Queen was definitely one of my favorites that this game has done. All right. Oh. Guardian of Fading Echoes. Cool. Cool, cool. I don't want to do that. Our shared radiant wishes. Sure. Let's do that one, I guess. That was cute. I liked that one.
Don't blow away.
It's just a light green. I'm not worried at all.
I wonder if one of the quests is going to show off the 4-star outfit on the banner. The, like, vampire-looking one? The last update showed off both outfits, so... Yo. I would like to go. Thank you. Okay. Hi. I'm not gonna read this. We're just gonna tap through it. We're just gonna try and convince her to join us really quickly. This is so much dialogue. My throat hurts too much to read this. We'll read this part though. Just now you said you wanted to learn about the outside world. Gilded Past is all about observing details and redefining refining, not redefining, every outfit with care, down to the last button and inner lining. Gilded Past believes that by focusing on details, you can perceive the threads that connect all things. The world is like a vast tapestry, and we excel at finding the golden thread that runs through it. Wait, what Momo said reminds me of something. It's about what I could bring back and share. During my time in Wishfield, I observed everywhere and discovered so many animals I'd never seen before. I took photos of them, thinking I could show them to Tara later. But just now I suddenly realized that I don't even know their names. I see. Murmur, since you came from Serenity Island, you probably don't know much about the animals here in Wishfield. Nikki, you mentioned that Gilded Past excels at noticing the threads hidden in the details. Could it be that the animals I photographed also hold some hidden connections that I'm not seeing? Could you show me? You can teach me to recognize them, and I also want to take this chance to see for myself how Gilded Past would approach it. No problem, leave it to me. Blue? Bunny. Heat. Sheep. I see now. By carefully observing the unique traits of each animal, you can tell them apart. Gilded Past really can discern the hidden connections that most people would never notice. Thank you, Nikki. I'd like to support Gilded Past. I believe you'll help me see even more of Wishfield. Okay, that was easy. Done and done. I'm on my way, TVs. Wait, Allison first. Okay. Neither the gentle cleansing water nor the ultra light cleansing oil can get it off. Oh no. How can I possibly save you, my Radiant Wishes recipe? Teamies, what happened? This place looks like it's in a crisis. Crisis? No, nothing like that. It's just everyone's been busy. Things got a bit messy and our moods are a bit low. That doesn't sound like it. It's no big deal. My second rule for a happy work environment: turn big problems into small ones, and small ones into nothing. With the right mindset, even bad things will get scared away. Alright. There was a bit of an accident while I was mixing some ingredients. I slipped and spilled everything all over this recipe, leaving a huge stain. I tried to save it. I grabbed my cleansing water, the ultra light cleansing oil, and even the all-covering concealer. And you put this all on a piece of paper? And it didn't disintegrate into nothing right before your eyes? That's a sturdy piece of paper. But that stain is just too stubborn. Maybe I should try the Insta Brightening Foundation. Stop. Stop. If you keep this up, the recipe will be ruined. The stain is really bad. Is this recipe that important to you? Of course it is. This is the recipe for the Radiant Wishes cosmetics line I'm preparing for the Super Styling Contest. It's a gift for all the contestants. The Feywish sprites and I have been working on it for days, and we finally managed to combine all the unique and meaningful materials from the Wishing Woods into a single recipe. There's only one copy. I see, so this recipe is for a super limited edition line of Wishing Woods cosmetics. Exactly. Once it's made, stylists will be able to experience the full charm of the Wishing Woods. Sounds wonderful, I want one too. No problem, but, big problem. Without the recipe, I can't make Radiant Wishes at all. After all those hours spent working on the recipe, you don't remember a thing? Real special things can be hard to remember. Anyway, let's not think about that for now. I need to figure out how to get rid of this stain first. Teamies, since the recipe was a joint effort, maybe the Feywish sprites who helped you will remember some of the details. We'll go ask them. Maybe we can piece the recipe back together. Of course, how could I forget them? Nikki, you're such a quick thinker. But the Super Styling Contest is happening right now. Won't you be too busy? This is all my fault. No worries, teamwork makes everything easier. Besides, I want to start using Radiant Wishes as soon as possible. You're the best. All right, let's go find Dokubo. She was the most enthusiastic during the discussion, talking and mumbling non-stop. Some of her ideas are definitely in the recipe. Let me think. She's been helping out at the Wish Inspection Center recently. That's definitely where we should go. Target Dokubo, let's go. As soon as Timmy's finished speaking, she disappeared from sight. Timmy's is flying way too fast, Nikki. Let's hurry to the Wish Inspection Center to find Dokubo. All right. Timmy's, Dokubo. Have you remembered any key details about the Radiant Wishes recipe? Well, Dokubo seems to remember something, but I don't recall anything at all. Was it another Teamies who attended the discussion? I remember. Radiant Wishes needs sparkling glimmergrass. Think about it. The Wishing Woods is so magical, so full of hope. Every day when I open my eyes, I can't help but feel grateful that I get to live here. My mood feels as radiant as if I'd used Sizz Spark eyeshadow. This sparkling feeling has to be included in Radiant Wishes. Wait, Dokubo, are you sure you're talking about the Radiant Wishes recipe and not the Sizz Spark eyeshadow? Besides, can a cosmetic that represents the Wishing Woods really use glimmergrass? That stuff is found everywhere. Teamies did say we need to choose ingredients that are unique and meaningful to the Wishing Woods to make Radiant Wishes truly special. But all I can remember is the glimmergrass. Big misunderstanding. Makeup has infinite possibilities. Any ingredient, if designed with care, can become special. Glimmergrass included. I was probably so focused on finding unique ingredients, which is why, now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't just that. Could something have happened during the discussion that made you overlook Dokubo's advice? Don't remind me. That discussion was such a mess. Sunita was nonstop promoting her soft night sky foundation. Valenbo was even more of a headache. Mid-conversation, she just pulled out her giant scissors. I tried to get everyone to quiet down. In the end, I was completely drowned out. I couldn't even hear myself, let alone Teamies. He even pushes his products during discussions. Sunita is really dedicated. That's one word for it. Exactly. Sunita and Valenbo were there too. Sunita even suggested adding Essence of Vitality. As for Valenbo, she was busy snipping away, but I think she gave some advice too. We've got some leads now, but who should we talk to first? How about we split up? Teamy, so you can ask Sunita about his Essence of Vitality. Momo and I will speak to Valenbo. Don't worry, once the Nikki-Momo duo springs into action, the problem will be solved in no time. Reliable Nikki and Momo. You've now replaced the best setting spray in my heart. You're way more trustworthy partners. It's settled then. Once you're finished, come and find me. Oh, one thing. Where can we find Valenbo? Valenbo? Lately she's been hanging around near the entrance of the Wishcraft Lab, holding the giant pair of scissors of hers. You can try looking there.